everyone, welcome to our channel. This is class 3. We will today learn about HTML with CSS. If you have not visited class 1 and class 2, kindly visit and see the videos. Then you can move on class 3. So let's get started. So today we will learn about HTML link. So basically the HTML A tag defines a hyperlink to a URL or a target within the HTML document. This is also commonly referred to as A element. So basically A is a element, okay, A is a tag, and then we define href. It is the URL. URL means where the user will go on clicking text, okay. So URL is the address where you want the user to visit, okay, and the text is the text where you want the user to see. So the target attribute, so we can also define the target attribute within the A tag, okay, this is the attribute, and we can give the value blank. Blank means this URL will open in a new window, okay. If you put nothing, okay, it will open on the same window because default value is same window. And if you want to open in a new window, so you need to just write target in double quotes underscore blank. So let's see example in our HTML file. I will just copy this code. I will just open brackets, notepad editor. You can open it notepad plus plus as well. So I will just create a new file. I will just paste this link and I will just change this URLs. I will just mention HTTP. So it's better if you put whole URL, okay, the website you want the user should see after clicking the text. So I will just mention it like here, okay. So here I will just mention the text which user will see. Google website, okay. I will just save it. I will just save on my desktop. I will just name it like class 3 examples.html, okay. So I will just see in the browser, this is my file. So if you can see Google website, so this text we defined it, this text the user will see only this text, okay, and this one user will go, okay, google.com. Let's try to click it and it will open in a new window because we have given the target underscore blank. If I click it, so in a new window Google has been opened. So this is the purpose for the link, okay. If you make the link for image, for example you want to put it image, okay, to be clickable, so you can put the image tag, okay, and then source, where is the image, okay, and then you can make the image clickable, okay. Let's go further. Image, HTML image and list. So basically HTML image are defined with img tag, okay. To display an image on a page you need to use the source attribute, okay, src. So image, then src, then the file name, where is the file, okay. You can give absolute path or the relative path, okay. So you can also give the height or width of the image as well, okay. There is also a lot of attributes for this tag. You can learn it from the internet or you can ask me, I can give you specific if you want it. For example, alt tag, why it is used, so we can give, no issues. So HTML supports, let's try to learn about the list. HTML supports ordered list, unordered list and definition list. You can also nest one list within another. So basically how we use ordered list, because this is important, ul unordered list, li tag, and then you mention something, okay, text you want to. Let's try to see it on the example so that you will have a good better idea. We will just use the same HTML file. I will just control Z. We will define it here, okay. So basically u tag, ul, it is unordered. If I put o, it is ordered list, okay. You need to start and close it. Then li, open list, then I close, okay. Let's try to see first the ul unordered list. I will just save it. Let's see in the browser. I will just refresh. It's not open. I will just open it. Okay, you can see the list here. Okay, unordered list. Let's try to change it ordered list. What will happen is, if you put, I will just save it. Let's try to refresh this. See, 1 2 3. So if you want to put like numbered list, or A, you want to ABC or Roman letter, so everything you can put it. Okay, with this code you can use one attribute I have just mentioned here, type. So if you put, for example, type square, the bullet will be square. Okay, so if you, again I will say that if you want all the list type, you can search it on the internet, or you can ask me, I can give you the list. An ordered list is also a list of items. That list items are numbered sequentially rather than a bullet. Okay, this is ordered list definition. Let's try to go further. HTML styling, because this is very important. CSS defined as cascade styling, cascade style sheet. Okay, the purpose of the style attribute is to provide a common way to style all HTML elements. So basically, styling we use in the HTML to style it. For example, this one you can see orange color, black color, then orange color, then the yellow color. So all these are styles. Okay, like a design. Okay, this is most important thing in the HTML, because HTML alone, they are tags only, they cannot do any styling. Okay, we need to use the CSS. So basically, let's try to see an example. Okay, I just put it here. So we will just put it in the demonstration or example, so that it will be easier to understand. I will just cut this. Okay, because as you know, our tag is always HTML is on the top and then the body. So body is closing. Okay, let's try to save it and see on the browser. If you can see, the background color of the body has been changed. Okay, so see, what we did is we use style in the body, then we just mention background color gray. Okay, if you mention green or any color, so you can mention it. Okay, so you have all the colors, or you can just mention it as well. There will be two kinds of things here you can mention. That is easiest, which is just directly write the name of the color. Okay, and you can also mention RGB color. Okay, there is HSL as well, but it is little complicated for you. So RGB, basically you can mention it here. Okay, like RGB, so you can see it on the internet, because this is how it is mentioning. Okay, or now also hex code also you can mention it. For example, hex hash. Okay, this is 000000. So this is RGB color. Okay, R is basically red, green, blue. Okay, so if you put it like FF, okay, just try to see, this is R means the body will be red. Okay, so this is how you can define the colors. You can learn more, or you, if you want the chapter on this one, the colors, you can ask me, I can make a video on this as well. So let's see the other things. We have given the font. Okay, font family Vardhana for this text, and color red. Okay, so if you can see, I will just change the body color to be visible. So I will just Control Z. So if you can see, this text is Vardhana text. Okay, and the color is red. This is green. This is the Times font. The font is different. Okay, this is how we define the class. So basically, define the styles. Okay, so here we are just learning, there are three types of CSS which are given below. Basically, three kinds of CSS we are using in HTML. The first one is inline style, which we define within HTML tag. Basically, for example, we have seen the example like body style BG color blue, because we have just seen the example, that one we used it inline style, which is using with the HTML element. Okay, that is called inline style. Second one is internal style. Internal style is which we define style in head section. So basically, in head section, you define like this. Okay, we will see the example as well. External style which we use to define the style in external file and given in the link in the HTML file like this. Okay, so let's try to see an example of each. So if you can see this one, p tag style we have given inside the p tag. So this is internal. Okay, inline style. Okay, so if I want, let me try to just remove this tag to be easy understanding. Okay, I will just remove other tags as well to make smaller and simpler for you. Okay, so basically if I want to use the internal style, okay, internal style, what we used to do, we used to define it inside the head section. Okay, I will just write it head. Okay, then I will mention the style here within the same HTML5 inside the head section. Okay, I will just define this style. I will just make a class. Okay, this is how we need to learn about the classes. For example, I want to make a class here. Okay, I make the class like, I can mention paragraph. Okay, I just mention a class name paragraph. So what I will do, I want to just color it through the internal CSS. So I will use the dot. Okay, angular bracket open, angular bracket close. Okay, I will just put this one, 2 lines. Okay, so dot paragraph is a link. Okay, it's like a class. Here we have defined, and font we have given Vardhana, and the color is red. I want this to be red. Okay, I can give it in the inline as well, but nowadays inline is very rare. Okay, I will tell you in future classes that why we use very rare inline classes. Okay, there is a specific purpose. I will tell you in further classes. Okay, so I can give it like this as well. Okay, I will save it. Let me try to show you. So you can see still the color is red. Okay, I have not inline class, I have used the class internal style. This is internal style. I could also give it only the p tag. The tags also I can, without removing the class. Okay, this is p tag within my body, this is p tag. Okay, because if you have more p tag, means paragraph, all will be using the same style. Okay, I will just try to refresh the page. Same. Okay, if I use one more line with the p tag, I will just save it. Okay, I will refresh it. See, both red. If I want only one to be red, what I need to do, I need to define class. So this is the difference between. I will just write it paragraph. Okay, so this is the bigger difference, that sometimes you want one text paragraph to be colored, another no. So you can see, sorry, let me see, maybe I mistake something. This is paragraph dot, so dot is missing. So you need to take care about the dot and remember everything. See, okay, so I hope it is clear. Internal style. External style is basically when you define the link here. Okay, you create another file. Okay, I will just create a new file. Okay, I will just define like this. Okay, because this is CSS file which we called CSS file. I will just define like this. Okay, I will save it on the same path. I will just save it on the desktop so that linking is easy. Okay, I will just mention style dot CSS. Okay, so automatically the tags are changed, means it's working and the file name is fine. Okay, I will just go to here. Okay, so I also mention it here for your reference. You can just copy or you can write it. Okay, so basically this is the most important external styles everyone is using. Okay, if you see in brackets something is red, it means there is a problem. So if you can see the quote here, it is not fine, we will correct it. Okay, so this is how we did it, because href is a location. Okay, location is on the same root, because this file and this file is in the same folder, so I don't need to give any path. Okay, if it could be on the desktop, then I need to give here the path. Okay, I will just save it. Let me try. I gave the class only. Okay, let's try to refresh, save it, and see still color it is a red. Let me try to change the color so that you can see the difference. I will just put blue. I will save it, the class, refresh, blue. So this is the external class. Okay, this is how you use classes. This is very important, and if you have any questions, kindly ask me. You can comment in the YouTube, you can ask on my website, or you can send an email to me directly, info@ankit-sudhira.com. Okay guys, take care. We will see next class 4 next week. Thank you, take care, bye bye.